everybody. You built something. You're proud of it. But then you start following the crowd. You start watching the trends and you follow them and things start slipping. What happened? Today, I'm going to unpack 5 common e-commerce trends that will wreck everything you've built if you're not careful. I'm Wayne Altman. This is Straight Talk Commerce. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
No fluff, no hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I'll break it down with the sharpest minds. Money moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in. Triple big names, big games. All the lessons they bring, from Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros, we crack the code. Now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know with Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get started. Oh my gosh. So I had a conversation a couple days ago about some trending things that were absolutely top of mind. They were things that I thought really were very negative if they're taken too far or if you don't watch them carefully, right? And I thought of 5, and I've got some case studies here for you, but it really got me thinking about how we operate in the e-commerce space. We always go for the shiny object. We always want to make more money. We want to do more. We want to sell more. And sometimes that can lead us down paths, lead us into processes that absolutely are not going to work for us long term if we continue to do them. And so I compiled top 5 today, and we're going to talk about them. And number 1 is the copycat curse that I call it. It's mimicking viral stores. It's seeing someone that's gotten successful doing something and then running over and trying to copycat. Even if it's against our own brand's interest, we're going to manufacture a scenario where we're just like they are. And that is a massive mistake, very bad mistake. Anytime that you mimic a store that has been around for minutes compared to the years and the months and months that you put into work, anytime that you go to imitate something like that is going to lead to disaster. Number 1, you don't have the background to know whether it's going to work long term or not. Number 2, even if is it for short-term gains, you are a long-term brand. Will this ruin your brand over the long term? You don't want to mimic the aesthetics or the templates of just any old website, even if they're reporting or you think they're reporting larger than normal sales. Everyone is using the same Shopify theme. Don't believe me? Go take a look at their competitors. You'll start to notice trends in the themes that they use on their store, the layout, the products. You'll see the same products. You'll see the same themes on their store. That is a massive mistake. They'll use the same color palettes. They'll use the same Instagram captions. Go look through your Instagram feed. Put in your competitors. Take a look and see if they're not all copying one another. You should find 1 or 2 at least standouts, people that absolutely buck that trend and are not doing what everyone else is doing. I'm telling you now, those are the ones that you should be watching, and they're going to be more successful because they're reinforcing their brand. Because the result of copying everyone else is brand invisibility. You meld right in with every other brand that you're trying to differentiate yourself from. So stop it. It's okay that you have a different theme than everyone else. It's all right that your captions on your Instagram or your social media looks different. It should look different than everybody else's. You have a specific brand. Find out who your customers are, what they will respond to. That's the way to handle that. Stop trying to copy every trend that you see coming along the pipe, because trust me, it is not going to end well for you. Consumers can't tell you apart from the other 25,000 stores that are selling the exact same products. You're already limited to the products that are being manufactured and being offered. And you can't only do enough 10% or 20% or 30% coupons off. We know what we think about discounting our merchandise. So differentiate yourself, your brand, and follow what your customers are looking for, and create more customers from that. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Amber and Oak. It's a handcrafted soap brand. It grew very quickly on Etsy. And then all of a sudden, it's tried to mimic a viral minimalist skincare brand. Totally off pitch. Their loyal base hated the new rebrand. And sales dropped 38% in 60 days. 62 months it took them. Really, they should be thanking their lucky stars that the drop was that precipitous, because it could have been a slow death over a long period of time. This one was not. It dropped 38% in 60 days, 2 months. Listen, trends fade. Authenticity compounds. Being real, true to yourself over time compounds on itself. You become known for being the brand that will take the refunds or stand behind your products. You become known as a brand that brings in the new and quirky and unique products to people. You become known as that luxury brand that everybody needs to get their hands on, and when it comes from you, that it actually means something. So whatever you do, do your best to craft a unique and distinct voice. Use trends as seasoning, but not as the chicken, not as the meat. Do not build your brand on trends. People will not know whether you're coming or whether you're going. All right. Number 2, the discount-driven death spiral. I don't know how many times I'm going to talk about this, but I can promise you, ask anyone that knows me, I love to beat a dead horse. Only because I have to most of the time, but ask anyone that knows me, I'll beat a dead horse. Running frequent sales to boost short-term revenue is a killer. Constant discounts will kill your brand value, and it will train your customers to never expect to pay full price, and that is ridiculous. Customers will begin to think, if I wait, or if I spin again, or if I pause for a minute, go to a different place, it'll be cheaper. I can get this at a cheaper price. Why would you ever train your customer for that? It's ridiculous. And today, the case study on this is Threadworks. Threadworks is a premium t-shirt company, and every once in a while, they would see spikes in their traffic every time they do a 35 off Friday campaign. Their repeat customer purchase tanked by 51% because of that. The brand lost its premium positioning because of that, and they ended up having to totally rebrand because their customers would only purchase these premium shirts from them at a much reduced 35% off. That's a huge discount. And you can't jack your price up enough to then discount it to cover that. Offer value in other ways. Do bundles, do exclusives, do gifts to your customers. Do a free shipping Friday or something else, but never ever just discount your products like that. And then maintain your perceived value. It's gold, because it is gold. That's your secret sauce, your perceived value. Even if your customers pay full price, they can feel good about the deal that they got. You should be training them to feel good about buying your product, not necessarily the good feeling come from the price that they paid. Certainly price comes into it a little bit, but what I'm saying is don't make the endorphin hit come from the sale price. That's a very bad way of going about this. Number 3, over automation versus under connection. Automating every single touch point. And I learned very hard lesson about this. Automating every touch point, whether it's support, email, social responses, your customers are going to notice that very quickly, that they got a spam email as opposed to a warm congratulatory message from you. AI bots without any warmth or sympathy will frustrate your users, especially when there's a problem. And I would even go so far as to tell you, never let your first line of customer support be AI. Period. I don't care what they say about the advances of AI that they're making, and they are making advances in AI, but it's your brand. And your customers need you. You should be the one on knee-jerk reaction should be you picking up the phone and answering those questions. When I had Melody Clouds, man, my customers could not believe thousands of subscribers to this thing, and they could not believe that when they sent a message, I would ask them to call me directly about their problem if it was something that I needed to explain to them. And I would sit there, yes, my wife, I would sit there for hours on the phone with people, helping them with and they could not believe that the owner of the company was the one that was interested in getting them back up and online, or answering a question why this piece of content was on there versus another piece of content, or sit there and give them 10, 15, 20 minutes and explain the future and explain where the thought process was behind this decision or that decision. Blew them away, and I got more referrals, and Melody Clouds blew up significantly because of that very thing. Let me give you another case study. Glow Gear is a women's fitness brand, and it replaced its entire support team with AI chat. Some knucklehead came in and sold the owner of Glow Gear a AI chatbot, claiming that it could take the place of the 6 people that they had working customer support. Negative reviews skyrocketed. They do not care anymore became a recurring message on social media. They've given up. You do not, that is so difficult to overcome. The idea that you no longer support your customers is a killer. And you can, I won't say never recover from it, but it takes so long to recover from that. And you've got to go so much further than the transgression that you made to fix that. So stay away from that. I know we talk about automating our businesses all the time, and there are plenty of ways you can automate your business. But customer support will never be that way. You will never see me give you the go ahead to replace human beings in customer support. It's not good. Automate intelligently. Leave yourself room for real human interaction, especially support and community engagement. Those are the 2 places that any AI should never, it's a third rail. They should never even try to touch that, because it just doesn't work. It will never work that you will be able to leave AI unattended and take care of those customer service problems. Never. Number 4, the TikTok trend trap. Try saying that 50 times fast. Going viral without operational readiness. We talked about this last week. The last thing in the entire world you want to do is to go viral if you aren't ready to go viral. Going viral sounds sexy until you oversell, can't fulfill, and you lacked a product ladder. If you have no plan B, if you are not ready with customer service, if you cannot fulfill those orders, going viral will kill your business, and you cannot do that. Virality without infrastructure will kill your customer trust. They'll never buy from you again. None of these things are total killers. This one comes closest to killing your business completely. So avoid it at all costs. You do not want your business to go viral and to sell 10,000, 100,000, 500,000 products or pieces of something before you're ready to fulfill it. I cannot stress that enough. The legal mess, the time-consuming mess, the business mess that creates is just, you've never seen anything like that in a business. I can give you an example of the slush straw. It was a reusable slushy straw brand. That's also hard to say. It got 7 million views in 3 days. That's pretty viral. Orders exploded, as you can imagine. Orders exploded, and they were not ready, and it took 12 weeks to fulfill. 3 months to fulfill an order is absolutely out of the beyond the pale. Over 10,000 refunds, not $10,000, refunds, and 1.3 stars on Trustpilot later. They were out of business in 4 months. That viral twist, that viral infusion killed that business, choked them, smothered them under all of those orders. Instead of having a plan where you could push those orders for a fee over to another company, having a partner that would be able to help you, finding someone else that could fulfill those orders for you. Listen, once 7 million customers later, 7 million views later, that's not the time to start looking for other fulfillment. You get me? That's not the time to do that. You need to have a plan in place before you ever going viral. So you got to watch that. Build your infrastructure before you go for traffic. Prepare your supply chain, support, and your CRM, by the way. So it handles scale. It needs to be robust. It needs to be filled with people and trained employees and customer service there ready to answer questions and solve problems long before you ever even go viral. So let's all that. And look, finally, number 5, data-driven but directionless. This is what I mean. If you committed over-optimization based on short-term metrics. In other words, you have looked at a very small snippet, or you don't have enough information, your CTRs, your bounce rates. If you have over-optimized based on these short-term metrics, you are really up here. Brands will pivot too often and they'll lose their identity chasing numbers, okay? You will lose your identity if you are looking here and that's shiny and looking over here and that month, these wild swings in bounce rates, these wild swings in ROAs. You focus and you have to plan out what your next move is going to be, and it needs to be on firm footing, month after month. You need to know that that's really the direction that your numbers are going. Strategy becomes reactive instead of visionary. Have a vision. Here's where we want to go. How do I steer us to that direction? Not these circumstances have flipped my boat back and forth and over and here. That's not the way to do it. Let me give you a case study. Fetch and Feather. It's a pet brand. Pet accessories, I should say. It started weekly ad tweaks based on their ROAs fluctuation. Got diluted. Their sales, their customers dropped. Customers refused to go back to them, and the lifetime of those customers absolutely fell through the floor. They would get sales, but it would be from a new, and then that customer would never come back. And they could never, well, they eventually returned to the original brand story, and that's what got them success. But they could not figure out for the life of them what was going on until someone pointed out, listen, for months we have been reactive. We have seen what the previous month was doing. Instead of pointing it to the, using the point it in the direction we want to go, we've just shifted everything and pointed in the direction that it was going. And that's the big mistake. Your metrics are not mirrors. I mean, they are mirrors. They're not maps. Let your mission guide your movement. Data should inform you, not dictate to you who you are. Let me say that again because I kind of screwed that up. Metrics are mirrors, not maps. Your metrics are not the map. Your metrics are the mirror. They're reflecting back to you what you've done. Let your mission guide your movement. Data should inform you, not dictate to you who you are, your brand. Let me give you some takeaways, all right? Originality wins. Do not be another clone. Protect your value. Do not give it away in the name of conversions. Just because you want to sell more, do not lower the value of your products or your business, your brand. Don't do that. Have a fire sale every 15 minutes is not going to create a brand for you. Stop doing that. Connect with humans, with your customers. You should have humans in your business connecting with humans that are purchasing from you. That human connection is what builds your brand. That's who's buying. They're real people on the other end that are giving you messages, that are calling in, that are emailing you, that are engaging with you on social media. Those are real humans. You need humans to reach out to them. AI ain't going to do it for you, Slick. It's not going to happen. Build before you boom. Going viral without logistics is it's a death wish. How many times do we have to see this? If you have just started and you are 6 months, 8 months, 10 months in, you better be praying every night that you do not go viral. Please, Lord, should be your prayer every night. Please, Lord, do not let us go viral. Until one day you open your eyes, you put your feet on the floor, you march your tiny hiney into work that day, sit at your desk, check in with customer support, check in with your suppliers. What's worst case scenario? Can we handle 500,000 orders today? We can. Dear Lord, let us go viral. Let's kick the tires. Let's light the fires. Let's see what this company can do. That's how this thing should be. That's how it should be going. Build before you boom. Vision is greater than metrics. Trends will change, but your purpose should never. Let me say that again. Vision is bigger than metrics. Trends will change. Your purpose shouldn't change. Listen, that's what I got for you this week. I hope you had from this. We have really great episodes coming up. Let your friends know. Tell everybody. Please like this video. Please subscribe for more content. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe for more. By the time you're seeing this, our interview with Sarah Gray or Sue Dillon should already posted. God, that was such a great conversation. Be sure to take a look at that. You'll be able to see that somewhere here. It was a really great conversation. If you're looking to build a TikTok presence, social media presence, Sarah is somebody that you should pay very close attention to how she's done it. I mentioned several times in that interview that there isn't a doggone thing. I tried of thinking of ways that I would have done it differently or I could have done it better, and I got to to her. I got to put my hands up in the air. That girl really, really did correct. Are there things that could have done better or so? She'll be able to answer that. I couldn't. Man, I'm very impressed with her. Anyway, look, that's all I've got for you today. Until next week, please keep selling. Keep in contact with us. And if there's a subject, things that you want to talk about or you want me to address, do not drop those in the comments. All right? And I will see you next week. Have a great week.
No fluff, no hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Here, break it down with the sharpest lines. Money, moves, mindset, grind. You ready to win? Then tune in. Triple big names, big games. All the lessons they bring, from Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros, we crack the code. Now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, didn't know, but Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.